before he got his money. Yeah, just made me think that he's just done that just to hurt my feelings yet again. I just really need to stay away from him. As long as he's alive, I never want to see him. I never want to speak to him. He could have apologised. He's had about 3 weeks. He's had about just over 3 weeks to just say sorry, but he hasn't. So there's no point. All I asked him to do when I saw used fags in my bag, and all I asked him to do was apologise. I says either you apologise or you go back to Redditch. What did he do? Went back to Redditch. He says, no, I'm not apologising. I'm off. I'm going back to Redditch. That's how much he thinks of the relationship. Just doesn't mean a fucking thing to him. It really doesn't. It really doesn't give a fucking thing. Don't mean nothing to him. I've never met anyone like Aaron. I suppose I've always had good relationships before Aaron. I'm not really committed though. I kept people at a distance before I met Aaron. I had relationships, but I kept them at a distance. Ever since I asked for a bit of time away from him, I asked for one night away from him back in early February, because he kept waking up in the night, and plus he was snoring as well, and I was finding it really difficult to sleep. So I asked for a bit of time away from him for the night. And he was going mad about it. I had to bring my sister to calm him down and everything, and he was just going mad about it. He was. Then the next time I asked him, he was completely different. He just kind of like shrugged his shoulders like he wasn't even bothered. And I find that really difficult to understand. Especially having autism myself, I find that really difficult to understand. Why he comes and goes, why he just can't argue with me and then just have a walk or whatever to calm down and then come back again. Why he has to be so fickle all the time, like 1 minute he can't be away from me for more than 2 seconds, and the next minute he's not bothered whether he sees me for his entire life. I never understand that about him. I really don't. That's the biggest thing I don't understand about him. The fact that he can just turn around and say, I'm going, you never see me again kind of thing. Because he's been saying that to me for at least 2 years. I took him back loads of times because I love him. And He's just acting for himself, basically. I mean, it's really hard to find. It's really hard to find the right person. I know that from experience. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to find the right person. It's hard. Relationships are hard. I feel like I've really carried Aaron. I feel like I've put in more than 100% effort. I feel like I put, yeah. I feel like I put in loads of effort with Aaron and I've got nothing back. Let's see how easy he finds it now to find the right person as good as me. Because most people, as soon as he cheats on them once, they'll pack his bag and they'll just chuck it outside the front door. That's what most people do, but I've took him back loads of times. I mean, he left me in the end of 2014. I thought I was gonna see him a couple of days later. He told me I would see him a couple of days later. I didn't see him for nearly 4 weeks because he got back with what's his name? He got back with James Johns, which is his cousin. I've had blood come out of my my penis because of him. He was sitting on my stomach at once, playing with my cock, and blood come out of it. And I was panicking about it, and I asked him about it, and he just shrugged his shoulders and said, "Oh, my ex done the same thing to me." Last year, we were walking down the Holloway in Droitwich, and he was walking in front of me in a thorn bush, and he pushed this thorn bush and he whacked me in the face and cut across my cheek, cut across my cheek. And I said to him, "What you done that for?" And he just says, "It wasn't me," which is like his favourite saying that he always says every time he hurts me or upsets me. He just says, "It wasn't me." I think I'd rather be here, hurt, upset, and in pain, day in, night, day after day, night after night, rather than get back with him. I really would, because it's not love. It's not love. And it took me a long time to realise that, because I loved him so much, I was completely blind to everything that was going on. But the longer I've been with him, the more I've realised it's not love that I've had with him. It's just whatever he can get out of me, like a home or so-called relationship. I mean, it's a joke. It's a real joke. I mean, I've had relationships before and they've not harmed me, or yeah. I just think Aaron does what he wants to do, regardless of the consequences, regardless of who he hurts and how much he hurts him. I just think he just doesn't care. As long as he gets his own way, that's the most important thing to him. As long as he gets attention, that's the most important thing to him. But that's a child. That's a child's attitude. That's not an adult's attitude. An adult's attitude is what you can bring, to a relationship, what you can bring to a person in a new relationship. It's not what you can take and what you can steal off them, and yeah. I feel sorry for whoever Aaron gets with, because he'll break their heart as well. He's just got worse. When I met him back in 2014, he was up and down with his emotions, and he did used to say he'd leave. But he wasn't as malicious as he is now. I just feel so hurt. I just feel really, really hurt. Every time I get back with him, he does something else to hurt me. I mean, he had the key to my safe, which had my passport in it. And I'd have been in a lot of problems with that, about that. He stole off me, he's broke loads of stuff in my house. He's cut the brakes on my bike, so I could have been killed. I could have been in an accident or something. You name it, he's done it. And I'm not doing this video to look for sympathy, I'm not. I'm doing it because I can't sleep. It's nearly 5:10 in the morning. And I've got fuck all to talk to. Got no one to talk to. I mean, obviously I have got people to talk to in the daytime, but I don't want to wake people up at... Do you know what I mean? I just think he's a joke. He's a joke. A relationship's been a joke. I can't remember the last time I was happy with Aaron. Even when I've been on holidays with him, I don't think there's been any happiness. I think I haven't been happy with him since about 2014. That was before he left me the first time. I think after that I didn't have any trust for him. I've took him back in the hope that he'll change, but he won't change. It's who he is. A liar, a cheat, a thief. And no matter what I do, he won't change. No matter how many times I take him back, he will just keep breaking my heart. He will just keep hurting me. He will just keep upsetting me.